Tonight from Montreal, Quebec, we have quite a matchup. The Montreal Canadiens take the ice and look to get a win against the Buffalo Sabres. I'm Bill Peterson, paired up with Mike Weiss tonight. How about the matchup we're going to see this evening?
It's always tough when you're battling a team that has so much history like the Habs. The Sabres know the situation, and this should be a war. Defense is what the Buffalo Sabres are banking on to get them into the playoffs this year.
And now, your Montreal Canadiens! At center, number 11, Saku Koivu. At left wing, number 20, Richard Zedek. At right wing, number 14, Oleg Petrov. On defense, number 44, Sheldon Soren. And number 43, Patrice Brisebois. And in goal, number 60, djneo.
All the pieces are here from the team that made a run in the 2002 playoffs. The Canadiens are hoping those same guys will lead them back to the postseason this year. After taking over the first-line center position, Stu Barnes displayed some on-ice charisma, showing why he belongs at the front of this team. Koivu's the type of playmaker that makes those around him better. After his bout with cancer, Koivu is poised to return to glory and lead his team night after night.
Here we go with the first drop of the puck. Barnes plays it up to the center. He takes the backhand shot. If they have any chance of taking this game, he's got to continue to make stops like that. Petrov makes a long pass to Zedek. Barnes brings the puck to the zone. Carries it over the blue line. Dumont passes to McKee. That one careened off his helmet. Hey, buddy, what's your name? Surek passes it off to Koivu. Takes it past the red line. Carries it past the blue line. Zedek sends it back over to Petrov. He plays it up to the center, and he takes a wrist shot. Glove save! Zipnik sends it off to Ferrata. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Audette. Hesh brings it past the blue line. He made a great save. Theodore passes it to Quinton. Audette carries it over the red line. Sent back to Perreault. McKay sends it up to the center. Travers brings the puck up, and he blows the whistle for a penalty.
Well, that penalty's going to put them on the power play.
Surek takes the puck up to the zone. Petrov passes to the defenseman.
2 minutes for roughing. Time
He passes it to the right wing.
5 minutes. 1
He moves
second.
over to Zedek. Vicious check by McKee. That was a hard hit by Zipnik. Brisebois takes the puck up. Petrov centers it over to Koivu. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty.
And that will get them an extra attacker.
Montreal penalty to number
McKay
11.
brings it over the red line.
Koivu, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of
Warren
the penalty,
passes over to
7
Verada.
minutes, 5 seconds.
Theodore looked good on that last save, Mike.
Theodore's .919 save percentage in 1999-2000 tied Ed Belfour and Dominic Hasek for the league lead. He was the NHL's third-ranked goalie with 5 shutouts.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore. Over to the right wing. Brings it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. What a save by Theodore. The penalty is over, and both teams are at full strength. Veron passes it behind the net. Over to McKee. Chatin takes it past the red line. He sends the puck back over to Warner. Dumont slides it to Barnes. Takes the shot. That was a great stop by Theodore.
Dackel came through like an 18-wheeler for that hit.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. He takes the slap shot. Kilger passes it over to Gilmore. Dackel takes it past the blue line. He centers the puck. Moves it back over to Travers. Save! McKee sends it over to Chatin. Hooking is the call.
And we got a power play coming up here, Bill.
Oh, I'm sure that wasn't in the coach's game plan.
Montreal penalty to number 93.
He passes it over to
Doug
Barnes.
Gilmore, 2 minutes.
Gets it over to the
for
left wing.
hooking. Time of the penalty,
And he takes
11
the snap shot.
minutes,
That was a
53
huge save
seconds.
by Theodore. Dumont thought there was an easy tally there, but gets stoned by Theodore. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore. Dumont plays it up to the center. What a save by Theodore. Passes it over to Zhiknik. The penalty has now expired. Chatin carries it past the red line. Sure brings the puck up through the zone. Brings it over the blue line. Verada sends it over to Hesht. Woolley moves it back to Zhiknik. Hesht makes a centering pass to
$10,000
Verada.
in the last 50-50 draw. Don't miss your chance to win. Get your 50-50 ticket now. Proceeds go to minor league hockey.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. passes it to the right wing. Shot. Goal! Off to a great start this season for the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, yeah, a little justification for the old coach and his strategy, eh?
I don't think he's that old, Mike. Let's take a look at that again.
Folks, he got wrong-handed on that one, but he puts it past the goalie anyway. I'll tell you, Bill, sometimes you use whatever surface you can to score that goal.
Buffalo goal scored
McKee
by
passes
number
it to the right
25,
wing.
Václav Varada.
He lets the
Assist
slap shot
to
go.
number 71, Jochen Hecht. And to number 37, Curtis Brown. Time of goal,
The Sabres
16
got to stay
minutes,
focused
10
and ready to
seconds.
play. If they can keep it together for an entire season, they can be a cup contender.
Markov sends it in front to Zednik. They blow the whistle as he covers the puck. Mike, I think that this game is showing us the offensive strength of the Sabres.
The Sabres love to score. Let's see if they can keep up with them.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. Hesh sends it back to McKee. He takes the slap shot. The Buffalo Sabres have the advantage right now in this game. Are there any other things our viewers should know about this team?
With the departure of future Hall of Fame goaltender Dominik Hasek after the 2000-2001 season, Buffalo adopted a more aggressive style of hockey. That's going to be instrumental in their run to the postseason.
Warrener sends it up to the center. Grattan sends it up over to Mayer. And he's checked by McKay. Carries it over the blue line. He centers it over to Perron. He passes it to
1
Traverse.
minute remaining.
Warrener moves it over to Grattan. Ray brings the puck up. Carries it past the blue line. He lets the slap shot go. Great save. Hope he can keep this up for the next two periods. The Buffalo Sabres hold the lead as the first period ends. 1-0. Walk us through the first period stats, Mike.
The Canadiens are spending too much time on defense, Bill, as reflected by shots on goal.
Brisebois passes to Audette. And the goal. Audette takes the wrister.
Oh, yeah, that gives the fans something to celebrate.
And celebrating they are. A short wristed by Audette.
Montreal goal
Warren
scored
passes
by
it over to
number
McKee.
82, Donald.
Oh, crushing hit by McKay.
Assist to number
Brisebois
43.
passes it off to Perreault. Oh, he makes the hard saves look easy.
Brisebois has a delicate touch when it comes to passing. He makes it look so easy.
Time of the goal, 17 seconds.
This faceoff is left of the goal. He covers it up. Pass over to Zednik. Warrener sends it off to McKee. Chatin brings it past the blue line. What a save! This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Brisebois passes it to Koivu. Zednik takes it past the blue line. Zipnik sends it over to the right wing. Verata carries it over the red line. He sends it up the center. He must have puck magnets in that glove. Brown thought there was an easy tally there, but gets stoned by Theodore. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore. Quintal slides it over to Perreault. Audette brings it over the red line. He plays it up to the center. He sends it over to McKay. Checked hard by Verata. Hesh brings it past the red line. Quintal passes to Perreault. He slides it to McKay. Audette plays it up to the center. Barnes passes it to Warner. Dumont takes it past the red line. He plays it back to Barnes. Zednik carries it past the red line. McKee passes it to the right wing. Saved by Perreault.
Barnes turns him into road pizza, leveling him to the ice. Barnes tends to be a little over-aggressive sometimes, but that can lead to many scoring opportunities.
And he takes a wrist shot. He's got no problem making the save. Veron was impressive in the last play.
Biron is quick on his skates. It's nearly impossible to get the puck around the boards when Biron's in net. He's that quick.
Face-off to the right of Veron. Brisebois sends it to Surrey. Chatin brings the puck through the zone. Brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Theodore looked good on that last save.
Jose Theodore had a tremendous postseason for the Montreal Canadiens in the 2002 playoffs. If he continues to play like that, he'll become one of the premier goalies in the NHL.
This face-off is to the right of the goalkeeper. Brisebois sends it over to the right wing. Petrov carries it over the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. He stoned him. Face-off to the left of Veron. Woolley sends it up to the center. Hesh takes the puck up through the zone. Carries it over the blue line. Zipnik takes the puck up. He sends it up the center. Brown sends it to the left wing. Great save! He's taken up where he left off last period. He lets the backhand check go. Blocked out front.
Theodore covers the net so well, it's tough to beat him stick side.
Can you walk us through that sequence, Mike?
Theodore reaches the glove out and makes the save.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore. Barnes moves it back over to Warner. He passes it back to Shatan. He takes the slap shot. Perreault brings the puck up through the zone. Carries it past the blue line. He slides it over to Travers. McKay sends it to his defenseman. And he takes a wrist shot. What a save! Perreault plays it up to the center. Shatan brings the puck up. Passes over to Barnes. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Quintal. McKee takes the puck up through the zone. Barnes sends it back to Dumont. Brisebois sends it up to the center. Koivu takes it past the blue line. Hesh sends it to Brown. Verada brings it past the red line. Hesh sends it back to the defenseman. Lays it up to the center. And he takes a wrist shot. Woolley moves it over to Verada. He sends it off to Hesh. That was a great save. Face-off to the right of Theodore. Brisebois sends it up over to Koivu. Warner takes the puck up. Brown brings it past the blue line. Brisebois passes to Petrov. Quick pass to Koivu. Mike, I'm impressed by the defensive single-mindedness shown by Surrey.
Surrey is a great checker. The opposition always has to be on the lookout for him.
Barnes passes it off over to Shatan. Petrov moves it back to Zednik. He winds up with a shot. That's an easy save for him. Warner passes it over to the left wing. Dumont brings it over the red line. He sends it to Shatan. Barnes sends it to the left wing. That was a terrific save by Theodore.
Theodore is tough to beat on his stick side. He covers the net so well.
Let's see that again from a different angle.
Theodore uses the glove to wipe away that shot.
This face-up is to the right of the goalkeeper. Dumont plays it up to the center. He passes it over to Shatan. Passes it over to Zipnik. Dumont sends it to his defenseman. Audette brings the puck up through the zone.
1 minute.
McKay passes it over to Perreault. Barnes takes it past the red line. Brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a great stop by Theodore. Mike, you're seeing some nice defensive play by McKay.
McKay can single-handedly change the flow of a game. Being aggressive isn't always bad.
This face-off is to the right of the goalkeeper. It's all locked up at intermission at 1. You have any words of wisdom after 2, Mike?
The Sabres are out shooting them, but are unable to take the lead.
We're ready to start up the next period. Zhipnik sends it off to Ferrata. Sends it back to the defenseman. He takes a snapshot. Saved by Theodore.
The NHL and other teams with the NHL record book. Packed full of the most up-to-date statistics and a complete index of current players, the NHL record book is
They're going to have a face-off to the right of Theodore.
Copies are available at any souvenir kiosk.
And he takes a wrist shot. What a save! Theodore just got his glove on the puck. Brisebois passes it over to Koivu. He passes it off over to Zednik. Warrener slides it to Barnes. Zednik centers it over to Petrov. He sends it up the center, and he takes a wrist shot. McKee passes over to Dumont. He moves it over to Shatan. He lets the slap shot go. Passes it to the right wing. Warrener passes it to the right wing. Barnes passes it over to the left wing. Dumont carries it past the blue line. Centers it over to Shatan. Past his glove in the leg. Audette carries it past the red line. Vicious check by Woolley. Dumont brings the puck up. Carries it over the blue line. Centering pass to Shatan. He makes the save. Koivu sends it in front to Traverse. McKay brings it past the red line. He passes back to the defenseman. Passed back over to Audette. He takes the slap shot. Brown brings the puck to the zone. Takes it past the blue line. Travers breaks up the play. Hesh carries it over the red line. Audette brings it past the blue line. This faceoff is left of the goal. And he takes a wrist shot. Save! And he covers up. Biron was impressive in the last play, Hummer.
Martin Biron is pretty lanky for a goaltender. He needs to add some more weight in order to fill out the net more. He could be on his way to being one of the best in the league if he just puts on a few more pounds.
This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. Ray sends it up to the center. Gackle passes it over to Kilger. That save keeps him in this game.
Grattan delivers a strong message about coming into his area of the ice.
We've got a face-off to the left of Biron. McKee sends it in front to Ray. Takes the puck up through the zone. Kilger takes it past the red line. Mayer sends it over to the right wing.
Well, let's take a break in the action while we wait for the net to be reattached. Rivet just lost track of where he was and bumped the net off its moorings.
Face-off to the left of Theodore. Surek sends it back over to Brisebois.
Brisebois Brisebois has such soft hands. He's great at handling the puck.
Face-off to the right of Theodore. Sends it to Petrov. Takes the puck up. Brings it over the red line. Over to the right wing. He passes it off. Over to Sure. Zednik brings it over the blue line. Barnes passes to the defenseman. Chatin carries it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. That save helps them stay alive. He lets the slap shot go. Passes it to the right wing. That save was huge. Theodore sends it to Brisebois. Zipnik carries it past the blue line. Sure sends it to the left wing. And he takes the snapshot. Brown moves it back over to Verada. This faceoff is left of the goal. Quintal sends it to Perreault. We've got a face-off to the left of Theodore. Travers moves it to Audette. Brings it past the red line. This faceoff is left of the goal. Brown brings the puck up through the zone. Takes it past the blue line. Hesh passes it over to the left wing. Audette plays it up to the center. Perreault carries it over the red line. That was a hard hit by McKee. Verada takes it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. That save keeps this game tied up. Theodore sends it up over to Quintal. Audette brings it over the red line. Barnes passes it to the right wing. Chatin passes to Dumont. Theodore logged a nice save there, Mike.
Can he be a consistent netminder? Theodore had a breakthrough season, but needs to show he can do it again. He faces a lot of shots, so his team will need him to be solid back there.
Winning the faceoff becomes even more crucial at the end of a game. Barnes sends it over to the right wing. Sure sends it in front to Kilger. Gilmore passes it off over to Dackel.
It's bad when one of your stars leaves the ice injured. Oh, Bill, did you see that? Ow. Gilmore got hurt pretty bad. We've learned that he has a broken knee.
Chatin carries it past the red line.
1 minute remaining.
Dumont sends it to the left wing. Barnes sends it back to Woolley. Save! Theodore stops the go-ahead goal. And he takes a wrist shot. Stalemate as we take a break from the action. It's all tied up at 1. Looks like they're ready to start the overtime period. Koivu brings the puck up. He moves it to Surrey. Passes over to the left wing. Zednik sends it back to the defenseman. Barnes carries it over the blue line. He sends it back to Zipnik. Quick pass over to Dumont. Koivu passes it to Zednik. Carries it over the red line. And he's checked by McKee. Zipnik passes it to the right wing. Barnes passes it over to the left wing. That save keeps him in this game. Zednik brings it past the blue line. That was a great stop by Biron. takes a wrist shot. What a huge save.
Because of his thin frame, Biron will often get pushed around by the opposing forwards in front of the crease. A little more bulk will help to make him a lock.
The replay should give us a better look.
Biron denies the shot with a terrific blocker save.
It's really important to win the faceoffs now. He passes it over to McKee. And he takes a wrist shot. Oh, Biron made a sprawling save to keep this game going.
One minute remaining in overtime.
Sent back over to Zhiknik. Face-off to the left of Biron. Brisebois sends it off to Koivu. Surek takes it past the red line. He takes the slap shot. The final tally is all knotted up at 1. Mike, let's hear your thoughts on this game.
A tie game does get you a point, but it's hard to swallow sometimes.
Thanks for watching, and good night from the Bell Center.
And now, for the 3 stars of the game, the number 3 star, Donald Audette. The number 2 star, Václav Barada. The number 1 star, Jose Theodore.